All right, everybody. You are looking at Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, and a young Rumer Willis.
Oh, how sweet.
The proverbial celebrity child, celebrity family. They've always struck me as really cool, really nice people.
Yeah. Rumer is the oldest daughter, by the way.
Rumer's been in a whole mess of movies, and by the way, she thrilled America not too long ago on Dancing with the Stars. She was great on that show. Did she get the whole prize?
Yes.
Yes.
She brought it home, and boy, oh boy, she was fantastic. She killed herself. I don't know, her foot was almost broken. I don't know what happened to that foot.
So
but now she's on Broadway.
One of these celebrity kids who can really act and really sing and really dance in Chicago, a great institution now, Chicago.
Roxie.
Rumer Willis, welcome to Good Day New York. Nice to see you.
Thank you. You guys as well.
So are you all healed? I was worried about your foot because there's so much dancing in Chicago.
I am. I had to postpone my start date a little bit originally, but I made it in the show. I'm all good and having a great time.
And then you got a cold.
Fun. Yeah.
So you couldn't sing for a few days?
Yeah, it was rough. I mean, I think, I think the biggest surprise for me coming into Broadway was just, I'm so impressed by people who have made a full career of this. I hopped into it, just for the short stint, and these guys work so unbelievably hard. The idea of doing 8 shows a week for years upon years is maybe more than I can handle.
But forgive me, some of us need a little push from a celebrity who's in the show to go see the show. I mean, Chicago, a lot of people are going to be interested to see you do this. How long will you do it?
This is actually my last week.
That's
What?
it?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for dropping by. Nick and time.
I know.
How long has it been going on?
I think I've done like a 6-week run.
Okay.
But the good part is if you want to see Rumer, she will be at 54 Below doing a cabaret act. When is that going to happen?
November 4th. There's 2 shows. There's one at 7 and I think 11:30. And it's such a fun thing. I've loved to sing and kind of do stuff like that my whole life, and this is, I feel like, just a chance to kind of just talk to the New York crowd and be able to kind of express myself in a different way. Obviously Broadway, is a very kind of specific genre, but I think it's fun to be able to sing the songs that you want in front of a just great group of people.
And you can riff on your life a little bit in between. You can say, the little piano in the background. Let me tell you about growing up in Idaho.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's
so
terrific.
what songs are you going to be singing? Did you put together a playlist yet?
Yeah, and I think I'm doing it with my best friend and
who's that?
Ty Blue. We have this kind of funny relationship that we started. We would drive to work together, we were doing a show together, and we would just start singing in the car and harmonizing together to, all these crazy songs. And we thought, wow, what a cool opportunity. We can just go and have fun and try and put some songs together. But it's we've kind of taken a lot of modern songs and kind of given them a vintage feel. Do you guys know what, do you know what postmodern jukebox is? It's kind of, you could take a Beyonce song and kind of give it a very jazzy or bluesy feel.
Greg and I do that all the time during commercial breaks. We call it like Muzak a little bit.
I like that.
If you need us, we're available.
Hey, I'll call you guys.
We'll ruin the show. Listen.
Who sings in the family?
Actually, almost all of us do. My little sister Scout sings, and my sister Tallulah does as well. And both of my parents sing. They wouldn't necessarily admit it, but they both actually have great voices. Yeah.
Can I ask you this? Growing up, when did you realize? How old are you? And it's not just mommy and daddy. These are major, borderline household name actors that I live with. How old were you when you figured that out?
I think it's one of those weird things that it's not something that I kind of figured out immediately or kind of happened one day, but it's definitely a bit odd when you're walking around, say Disneyland or a public place, and all of a sudden people are pointing at your parents like you're kind of in a zoo or something. You're going, what? It's my dad. It's not that cool. Look at him. Like, I see him every day. What are you guys pointing at?
Mimo, speaking of your dad, how ironic that both of you are on Broadway at the same time.
What's he doing?
Misery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Broadway.
He just opened, I think, he just started previews this week. I haven't got a chance to see it because I've been busy, but I'm going to go this week.
You're going to go see him?
Yeah.
So there's not a competition between the two of you, is there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
God, no. I hope we're not trying to compete for the same roles at this point.
Well,
I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. So. Rumer is more of a musical. A few people get shot, but no big deal. Yeah. And Misery, is it scary?
It's dark and it's really kind of heavy, which I'm excited about.
It's like the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the author goes up and meets up with Kathy Bates, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, she breaks his leg on purpose.
Yeah, it's scary.
Bad stuff. All right, but entertaining.
Very much so.
Do we have any video of Rumer in the show? I think we have some video. I don't know if it's sound up, but can we see her? Is it at Chicago?
Work on it while we chat. By the way, your name, Rumer, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, there you are.
I originally thought it was Rummer.
Smoky looks like. What does it need? Is there a story behind your name?
Yeah, there was an English author actually named Rumer Godden, and my mom, I guess, was just in a bookstore and kind of liked the name.
And Scout?
Scout and Tallulah, yeah. Scout was from To Kill a Mockingbird, and Tallulah
sure
is
enough.
after Tallulah Make-Head, yeah.
By the way, playing the iconic Roxie in Chicago, have you ever messed up a scene? Have you ever messed up a dance routine and was like,
oh, for sure.
The show must go on? What happened?
You know, sometimes in the moment, you just, you know, I was on stage one night and I think, you know, I missed a dance move or something like this, but you have to keep going. And I think that's the key, and that's one of the beautiful things about live theater is that the show really must go on. You have to kind of keep going and pick things up. But that's also what makes it kind of the most fun sometimes is, you know, you have to kind of just really be in the moment. And that's what I like about it, because you can't just kind of come to work and, as people kind of say, like, phone it in. You really have to be present, especially because even throughout the short one that I've done, I've had different Billies, different Fred Caseleys, different, you know, people kind of rotating in and out. So it's kind of a fun, different thing where every night you get a new person.
So instead of a step ball change, you did all that jazz.
Yeah, I actually did that one.
You did?
All right, so we got the rest of the week to see you there. 54
Yes.
below in early November. And as we look at this stuff, well, what is Chicago? I've heard of Chicago a million times. What is it actually about?
You know, I think it's a story. I mean, obviously it has a main story, and it's about these two women who are kind of going through this struggle, Roxie and Velma. But I think what's kind of brilliant about it is it really does translate through kind of the years, and is, I think, why it's been around for so long, because it's about two people who kind of, Roxie is like this eternal optimist, and she's constantly trying to find a solution. She never really gets down on herself too much, which I like. And
Is she a burlesque dancer for a living? Is that it?
No, she wanted to be in a cabaret show.
Same diff.
It's a little
Not really.
different.
You need to go see
There's
it
no
because,
stripping.
first of all, the singing and the dancing are fantastic, and we know she can sing a dance.
I generally prefer movies, but I will see this before you leave. Rumer Willis, thank you so much.
So nice
you
to
guys.
meet you.
Thank you
All the
very
best to the
much.
family.
Thank you so much.
And
All right.
break a leg.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, right.